welcome back to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10 right here on a Wrestle Debate. It's here, it's finally here, the draft has arrived, and it's not just a draft tonight. We've got some big matches like Bayley v Sasha Banks, which will definitely have a finish, and Otis goes to court, which will definitely happen, so let's get straight into it. Stephanie McMahon kicked us off with the draft, and I'll go through the picks. Drew McIntyre was drafted for Raw. Right move in my opinion. Roman Reigns to SmackDown. Right move. Asuka, I would have loved to have seen her on SmackDown, but considering she's a champ, it makes sense. Seth Rollins, I'm really intrigued to see what he can do on SmackDown. Hopefully a bit of a fresh start for him. And Hurt Business is doing just fine on Raw, so no need to change them. So a pretty decent first round of the draft in my opinion. Seth Rollins was sent backstage saying he won't be able to fight Ray and Dom anymore. Oh, don't worry Seth, we've still got that to come. But anyway, we got Big E v Sheamus next. The match went outside early on. Big E speared Sheamus through the ropes before Sheamus managed to catch Big E in the ropes and hit him with a kendo stick. Back on SmackDown, the duo ended up backstage and they were fighting in the catering area. Sheamus used the door to crush E and then put him in the runk before Big E blocked it, picked him on the hood of the car and hit the big ending through the thing for the win. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Really good match, and New Day reunited early on. What more could you want? Uso was out next on SmackDown, and he called out Roman Reigns, but he didn't show up. Paul Heyman came on the Tron and said Jay should stop embarrassing himself, and he was too ambitious. He made a vague threat to Jay before Roman came on the mic and said there will be consequences. Too short's grey, just similar to what we had last week, but I enjoy the consistency. Next up, it was round 2 of the draft. AJ Styles was drafted to Raw, which I think was the right move. He wanted to move to Raw. Sasha Banks, I thought she'd go to Raw as well, to be honest. Just break up that feud until the Royal Rumble / Mania. Naomi, hopefully it's a fresh start for her. As for Bianca Belair on SmackDown, and Baszler and Nia are doing bits on Raw, so it makes sense to keep them there at the moment. Next up, it was Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy versus Miz and Morrison. Riddle and Jeff had the upper hand early on, and teams early on back on SmackDown after the break. Hardy and Morrison took each other out before Riddle and Miz got the tag in. Riddle hit a Broton and Hardy got the twist of fate, and then Riddle hit the Bro Derek for the win. But that wasn't it. After the match, Lars Sullivan came out and just destroyed them. Now I'm really not sure how to feel about this. We all know how disastrous his first sale was, so let's just see where it goes. But I'm uncomfortable with this, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Next up, it was round 3 of the draft. Ricochet to Raw. I really thought this is an opportunity to go to SmackDown and get a fresh start, so I'm disappointed at that. Jay to SmackDown makes sense. Mandy to Raw. Obviously, she was going to stay there, given she's just joined there, but I would have liked to have seen her reunited with Otis. Rey and Dominic to SmackDown. Why are you there with Seth Rollins? Kill me now. Miz and Morrison to Raw. I don't really understand why they went to Raw. I thought they were doing perfectly fine on SmackDown, but there we go. Bayley v Sasha was up next, and Sasha attacked her before the match could begin, before Bayley rolled out as she looked to gain control. Bayley almost got caught in a back statement before getting out. Bayley then hit Sasha with a steel chair out of nowhere, and then a DQ loss before Sasha tried to destroy Bayley, but Bayley got out. 6 out of 10, kind of saw it coming, just no reason really to put it on the show. SmackDown Tag Team titles are on the line next, totally unexpectedly, between the New Day and Cesaro and Nakamura. Kofi and Woods were in control early on, before Cesaro and Nakamura got the upper hand, but Cody managed to hit Trouble in Paradise on both men. JV was legal as he nailed him with an elbow dropped and picked up another win, and I did not see this coming. 6.75 out of 10, really feel good moment, and yeah, I think it's probably the right decision. And we got the final round of the draft, and oh god. Kofi and Xavier Woods, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, are off to Raw. Okay. I guess that means Street Profits are off to SmackDown. Big E to SmackDown and the other. Why? If you just want to push Big E on his own, can't he just be on the same brand? Not to support them, it just makes no sense. Brooke to Raw. Who cares? Otis to SmackDown. I would have liked to have seen him reunited with Mandy, but oh well. And finally, Angel Garza to Raw. He's done fine there, so no surprise. Otis' court date was then delayed before Bayley v Sasha was announced for Hell in a Cell. Hopefully we get a result in that. And then we got Kevin Owens versus The Fiend. Owens started off strongly, hitting a cannonball right off the bat, but Wyatt got straight up and was dominating for most of the match. Kevin Owens then got on top and managed to get The Fiend through the table. It looked for all money in the world like The Fiend wasn't going to get up. But then at 9, he just came storming in, hit the mandible claw. Owens even hit a stunner, still had the mandible claw in for the win. Good ending to SmackDown, good to see The Fiend back, 6.75 out of 10. All this week, SmackDown gets a 6.5 out of 10 from me. A fairly solid show. I think the draft picks were hit and miss. Some of them I didn't understand. Lars Sullivan return will be a contentious point of discussion. Really enjoyed the Big Evie Sheamus match. The main event was good. It was a solid show overall, to be fair. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.